Your host, Reverend Lee Wolak. I'm here each and every day at this time. I'm here to create an experience. That's right. I'm here to create an experience for you. I want this to be a personal time where you and I and the other people who are listening form a connection. We form a connection to explore life. This is really not, even though I'm the one talking, I don't want this to be about what I'm talking. I don't want this to be just about me. I want this to be about us. I want this to be about you. So in order to have that, you've got to engage with me. You've got to give me your feedback. You've got to give me your comments. You've got to let me know your thoughts. You've got to let me know what you're thinking. And so today I want to know is, do you want to be self-empowered, or do you want to be a victim? Most people in life are victims. Just be honest about it. Most people in life are victims. If you hear people complaining about anything and everyone complains, the second you complain, you are saying to the world, I'm a victim. Did you just hear what I said? You cannot complain and not be a victim. That's a really big thing to understand. And so how do you not be a victim? Well, the best thing that I can say about that right now is, and that's the topic of today, is how do you make a conscious choice? Because most of the time, the choices we are making are reactive. They're habits. We choose that because if we go into a certain restaurant, we know we're going to order X. Why are we going to order X? It's our habit. We don't want to do something different. Oh, we're comfortable with that. I know that when I go into certain restaurants, I have to really push myself to order something new. And that's what I'm doing. Here's the other thing. I'm pushing myself to find new restaurants. I went out to lunch yesterday with a community member. I picked a brand new restaurant. It's all about that. And so I'm making a conscious choice to expand my experience, just in restaurants. I'm making a conscious choice every day. What do I want to consciously choose today? And the key thing is to be aware. You are making a conscious choice. And if you implement the idea of making a conscious choice every day, it now becomes a new habit. And the new habit is you're making conscious choices. So then what does that mean if you're making conscious choices? Well, you're self-empowered. And when you're self-empowered, you're no longer a victim. You're not reacting. You're making a conscious choice. You are responding. You're actually becoming a conscious creator. And isn't that what we want? To become conscious creators? Because that's what we're meant to be. But the system, and when I say system, I'm not talking about particular people, parties, religions, whatever. Humanity itself has got us numb. It's brainwashed into believing that we all should be having the same experience. We should be wearing the same fashions. We should be going to the same things. We should be doing the same type of stuff. No. We're all unique. We're all individuals. And in order to be unique, and in order to be individuals, in order to have a great self-esteem, self-worth, we've got to begin to make conscious decisions. But here's the key. Most people don't know what conscious decision they should make because most people don't really know who they are. They're lost. They're wandering life, trying to be like their mother made them, like their father made them, like their friends made them, like their spouse made them, like their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. Instead of taking the time to go within and discover, who am I? Because until you discover who you are, you're not going to be able to make the conscious decision that you're thinking about. That's why, what is it? On February 19th, a Saturday, I'm offering a free workshop, hour and a half, I believe. It's on the power in you. That's about my new book that I just finished. And then after that, I'm going to give you the opportunity on the 26th to discover who you are by doing another workshop with me. The first workshop's free. Second one's not. Second one is so valuable. There's got to be an exchange of energy. You see, that's what we don't understand. If everything is free, does it got any friggin' value? No, it's free. Anything really good you pay for. If you find a pair of pants on the side of the road and they're free, you're getting whatever you find on the road. But if you go out and you want a specific pair, you got to go to a specific type of store. And then there's a value associated with it. There's value to everything. What is value? Energy. You see, energy is who we are. Energy is what we share. Energy is what we exchange with each other. In every aspect of life, it's all energy. Money is energy. Relationships are energy. Careers are energy. Everything is energy. A conscious choice is a form of energy. And when we make a conscious choice and we put out that conscious energy, the universe says, oh, it's a conscious individual. They're going to have a unique experience. Guess what? Isn't that what you want? Don't you want your most unique and personal experience? So gang, what's going on with you? What's happening here? So Mary, thank you for checking in, Mary. I remember seeing you a long time ago, but you're back. Anyway, what's your struggle? You don't have to be specific. Give me some general. Let's play with it, because that's what life is about, isn't it? Life is all about playing. It's not about taking it serious. What's the worst thing that can happen to you? Oh, you're going to die? Well, it's going to happen to you anyway. It's going to happen to everyone. You can't avoid dying. But then what do you have a fear of? Oh, if I die, I don't exist. Well, you've got to come to grips with what happens with death, and it's got to be your perspective, not someone else's. If you have the Christian perspective, oh my God, you can go to hell. Who wants to go to hell? Well, you're probably living in it right now, because hell is simply a state of mind. Well, good for you, Corey. You're shooting rockets. Corey's a rocket man. That's who he is. He's a rocket man. He and Elton John, rocket men, shooting rockets in the air. And he's aiming for a new job. I hope he's got the image of the new job, because if he's aiming for it, he's got to be aiming for something specific. When we're looking for a new job, not only do we look at what we're doing, is it in the right place, at the right time, with the right people? Am I going to have great relationships? Is it going to give me the right type of customers that I want to have? Is it going to give me a great return on energy? Is it going to give me great benefits? I mean, there are so many things about defining what a great job is. I'll tell you one of the best things you can say about a great job. A great job allows you to bring your gifts and be authentic while giving them. That's a really key thing. Can you be authentic while you're giving your gifts? A lot of people are in jobs. A lot of people got great jobs, making great money, doing great things. The question I ask those people, are they being authentic? Because if you're not authentic, you're not going to be happy. Because there's an inner DNA within us that is striving to be authentic all the time. The DNA in us wants us to be us, not anyone else. No one wants us to be like anyone else. People say, be like Jesus. Well, no. Jesus didn't say to be like me. Jesus said, be you. And here's some tools. Tools to create the greater you. What's the number one tool? He said, it is done unto you as you believe. So if you know who you are, you know who you're authentic, what's authentic for you, then build beliefs around it, because those beliefs will help you will create your life experience. Because remember, a belief are your thoughts, words, actions, feelings, aligned toward a specific result, held persistently and consistently, consciously and unconsciously. So it's thoughts, words, actions, and feelings. A belief is not just what you think over and over again. It's more than that. It's your emotions that are attached to it. It's the words that you speak about it. And it's the actions that you take that are in alignment with it. Thoughts, feelings without actions are wasted life. There's a song by Meatloaf called Wasted Youth. I love that song. Wasted youth. Because you know why youth? Well, youth isn't really wasted because you're learning, you're progressing. But if I knew what I knew, if I had my youth and my knowledge that I've got now, woo-hoo-hoo. But you know, that's living in a fantasy. What I've got is I've got the youth that I create in my body right now, the knowledge that I've got, and how do I make the most of it in this moment? Richard says that specificity piece gets me every time in regards to career. See, Richard, it's not about what you're doing. It's about who you're being in the job. Can you be authentic? And does the work do it? And here's the key thing. You might be doing work that's not exactly what you want to do, but if the revenue and the ability to be authentic doing what you're doing is there, then you can link it to say, oh, that job where I get to be authentic, do this task, gets me revenue and allows me to do other things that I truly love. There's more ways than one to look at this. Did you follow that? I think you did. I think you did. When I was in the corporate world, it wasn't what I loved to do. But I looked at the money. I said, what's the money? It's going to get me my family. It's going to get us a secure life. It's going to get us a life where we have no debt. It's going to get us a life where I get my kids through school, get them out into the world. And then, and look at now, I'm doing what I love with no fear, nothing. I don't regret my corporate job. I'm grateful for it because it's getting me exactly what I desired in the world because I couldn't see it any other way. Did you get that? I'm pretty much an entrepreneur. I started my own spiritual center. I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, Mary says, dear soul, big life transition. Can't afford a home to afford for my kiddo and I. Last resort, moving into an RV. Ex-abusive and I have escaped. He took every penny, but still creating threats. Working hard to turn it around, and yet hardest times. I am the miracle of my life and right now. Yeah. Sounds like to me, Mary, is that the universe took everything away so that you would lose the idea of attachment, number one. I don't know if that I'm right, so don't think I'm right. Number two, the universe said, Mary, you're worth a lot more than what you're giving yourself credit for. And the universe said that because it took you out of an abusive relationship. You had to escape the abusive relationship, which meant you have to build your self-esteem and say, I, Mary Adams, I am worth so much more. I deserve a partner who partners with me, who treats me like a queen, who treats me like an equal, who respects me, loves me, and honors me for who I am. You're also at a point where you've got your kiddo with you. This way your kiddo can now see how Mary goes through this, and Mary becomes this magnificent, powerful person. And that kid says, oh, look at the example. So that kid's got the example in my life, seeing mom transition. And so mom may have to go into an RV. That's okay. That's where you start. It's not where you end. It's where you start. And so don't view them as the hardest times. View them just as the current times. And the current times can change anytime. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. I don't know if I gave you anything, but in the short amount of time, that's the best I've got. So know that I've got that workshop coming up on the 19th February. All the information you want to know about following me or getting involved with anything I do, go to agapespiritualcenter.com. Click on the events or on the calendar tab. It's all there for you, gang. I want to say, I love you. I appreciate you. And I accept you just like you are. Whether you live in an RV, a mansion, on the beach, in the mountains, it makes no friggin' difference at all. Have a great day, everyone. Aloha.